Hello everyone, my name is davidtki and I'm bringing to you Quest for Glory 1 So You Want to Be a Hero, the original version 1.0 Heroes Quest. And joining me on commentary, we have the new world record holder in the Quest for Glory series run, Lemming Runs. Introduce yourself.
Aw, shucks. Hi, I'm Lemming. I play most of the Quest for Glory games, including this one, although usually when I die, it's not on purpose. So what's going on here?
Well, we're going to be dying on purpose. So, yeah. This is definitely one of Sierra's best titles, and it doesn't really belong in Big Bad Game-A-Thon, except we're going to be doing all deaths. And in order to do that, I'm going to be playing as a fighter with magic and lockpicking, so I can do all of that on one character. I don't have to do that, but that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. For my remaining stats, bump up magic to 20 so I have enough magic points for all my day one spells, and then the rest will go into strength. Let's just go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Go. So yeah, the category that we're doing is going to be all deaths, and that means we're going to see every single death message that it is possible to get in the game. A couple of caveats for that. I'm playing version 1.0. There are some death differences between version 1.0 and 1.2, which is what's going to knock on the door, hero. And 1.2, which is what you would find if you see on GOG. The other bit is that I am playing in DOSBox. ScumVM did fix some of the death messages, so some things are going to be obtainable in ScumVM, but not in DOSBox. So let's go ahead. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get our first death.
Ooh.
I survived that one. Let's do it again.
Hero, work with us here.
And there you go. So yeah, normally death is a part of Sierra games. You're going to be seeing and hearing that sound a lot. In order to make sure that you actually see all the death messages that I'm getting, I have given myself a rule that I have to let the death jingle play out in full every single time. So get used to hearing that. Also, the death message here is slightly different. So yeah, a couple of caveats to this. Again, version 1.0, DOSBox, not all deaths are obtainable in all versions, and I have to get each message at least once, but if it's possible to get the same message in multiple places, then I only have to get it in one place. So you may not necessarily be seeing every permutation. I'm just getting all the unique messages. Also,
and thank you for using MT32 for this death jingle. Best possible version. I
did consider doing PC speaker, but I think y'all have had enough, and I'm doing a safety save there just to have low health. Because low health makes it easier to get certain deaths. I'm actually not going to get the gem from Bragi, even though there are certain aspects of the game that I'm going to be having to do. Let's go ahead and make use of our magic here to get the scroll and get some flowers here. What do we got here? So first things first, it's possible to die in combat by taking 2 whaps and dying. But there's other ways to die in combat, and we're going to get what is normally our first class exclusive death now, which is that I'm going to drop my shield so I can cast spells in combat, and I'm going to cast the calm spell. Yeah, you're not supposed to use it in close combat, you're supposed to use it before combat starts. Now I know.
Should have read the fine print.
But also, if you go into combat without a weapon, you're dead. So, how are you feeling about all these deaths so far, Lemming?
Well, I'm starting to realize that if you don't like puns, you might actually think this is a bad game.
But Miller still plays this.
Oh.
Oh, right, bear. Oh no. I sure hope those bears' paws were clean. So I've got some bits to go over with the Kobold Cave. It's changed a lot in versions 1.0 and 1.2, and I'm running 1.0 specifically so that the fetch spell will succeed every single time. But there's some dummied out code in the script files where it's possible for the Kobold Wizard to kill you, except it relied on an old feature that they decided didn't belong in the game, which was the ability to switch between side view combat and then behind the back combat, and it was supposed to kill you if you tried to switch in between with the Kobold, but they dummied out that feature, so there's some death messages in the code that are unreachable. Oh, and the chest can blow up in your face. Also, 1.2 does have a death, which you can get if you try to hack open the chest by force and then you die afterward, but it's not in this version. Oh, I used the keyboard to walk. Better run out of here. We are going to be completing most of the game because there's certain deaths that are hidden behind certain scenes triggered. For example, the archery range stuff doesn't happen until you free the Baronet, and then there's also some stuff hidden behind the Dispel Potion. So we're going to do the one death that is completely fighter exclusive. You cannot get this death as any other class, which is that I have hacked at the plant to actually get the seed within.
Only fighters hate plants, you see.
And well, the Dryad doesn't really like us doing that. Hack the plant. But once again, magic is going to be our savior here, because if I safety save right before the RNG rolls, I can save scum until I get that 25% chance to get the seed. And then, whoops, there's a pit in the graveyard.
This one always ticked me off when I played it casually.
Like, why is that even there? So Quest for Glory is quite a bit kinder about its deaths than most Sierra games, but there's still a couple of really mean things in there. Why is there a hole in the graveyard, and why can you fall in it? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, there's a chance here for the Meeps to throw out the scroll or not, and they did throw out the scroll. I am going to get this scroll. It's the Scroll of Detect Magic. Let's go to the fairy ring here to get mushrooms, and you know what? I don't recommend eating these mushrooms. Very colorful. Okay, let's get some rocks in, and then throw it at the stag. Oh, the stag didn't get hurt, but I'm gonna get hurt.
Oh.
Oh my god. So are we tired of hearing this sound yet?
Hero Stag can't hurt you. Hero Stag isn't real.
Oh, wrong way. I did save after picking up the rock.
I don't think you... Yeah, okay, you're good.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and go here, get the Dispel Potion. Oh, I survived that. Well, oh, didn't survive that. I really hope that I did not save in a bad place. Okay, we're fine. We'll get that ant. Oh.
Oh.
Don't blink.
They're so proud of that one.
Oh, it's so fast. It's amazing. Okay, all right. There's a couple. Uh-oh. You know what I just realized? I did not get any flasks. So I'll just have to do this a couple of ways. Whoop. Oh wow, am I still alive? Okay.
This is a comically resilient fighter.
Bonk.
Bonk.
That's alright. The healer gave me a couple of healing potions. I'm trying to avoid using those until I really need to. I could have just walked off the ledge for that. There was no reason for me to knock on the door. But oh, that one is so good.
I don't know. That one falls flat for me personally.
See, this is the reason why you're here, because you do puns too, and they're awful.
You might as well call this the all puns run.
I don't know. I don't look at some of the stuff in the forest. Don't make the hermit angry. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sip one of these potions and then fall down. You know what? That's gonna be good enough. That got me an empty flask. And then, right. High-speed hero is a double-edged sword. Good thing I saved right before doing that.
Oh, did you do that thing where the high-speed hero bounces you right off the bush and back to the screen? Yeah. Very bizarre quirk.
Yeah, so the archery range is a very dangerous place because Bruno here has poison daggers, and those will kill you instantly. Luckily, Bruno's gonna leave pretty much immediately. Most of the death messages around here are gonna be pretty similar, except the subtitle here changes with each one. The previous one being try being quiet, this one being daggered to death. I'm counting these as separate and different. Bruno's still down here. You also learn the hide and go seek password by overhearing the archery range conversation, except this is version 1.0, so we don't need to actually learn that, Hold on. I accidentally outed something! I got out of the window.
This guy. I can't wait for 10 years to pass so we can finally kill him.
That's kind of a reference to Quest for Glory 5, where we do in fact kill him. Saw you casting a spell and already had a dagger in his hand. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just not mess with Bruno for now, and instead, I'm going to go ahead, since I've done everything that needs to be done around midday, I'm going to go ahead and get thrown out of the tavern twice. Every time you get thrown out this way, a certain amount of time passes, 3 hours with each time. So let's go ahead and go over here, and did I forget something? Yes, I forgot to go ahead and give the healer these mushrooms just for a little bit of extra money. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pick the lock here. And
but David, you don't have a lock pick.
You are correct. I do not have a lock pick. I don't have a lock pick at all. That's all right. I can still practice lock picking on this door without a lock pick. And the whole reason I'm doing this is just to drain my stamina. There's a resting mechanic in the game, and your hero will sometimes refuse to rest because they're too impatient to do so. But as long as your stamina is below half, your hero will never be too impatient to rest. Let's go ahead and do another safety save here. We entered this graveyard at sunset. If you rest until night is young and then leave, you get a memory fragmentation error.
I love that you can reliably farm this glitch. You'd think it would be seemingly random, but here we are.
Okay, enough of that. I just did that for laughs, and yeah, let's just go ahead and rest in town now. And then it should be dark, and there's alleyway trouble here. Safety save. Oops, I forgot to pay. But actually, I'm going here to learn the Thieves Guild password, which it is possible to blind guess it. It's set at the beginning of the game. Swordfish.
I always have a hard time spelling that one.
So here's a death that the manual tells you about. Just don't drink the dragon's breath. Seriously, do not drink the dragon's breath.
You can tell which deaths they thought you would get really early on because they berate you for not saving.
It's amazing that the combat death is one of them. But I can try to pick it. Oh, a dagger flies like lightning, and
I think the developers had like a bad childhood experience with like flying knives or something. There's a lot of dagger-related murder in this game.
excuse me, I'm right in front of you. Come on, you can hit me. Do it! Kill me!
He's curving his daggers. Oh, there we go.
Did I just discover an obscure bug in the program? Maybe I'll never really know. Alright, well, we can now actually buy a lockpick here because most other doors don't let you pick their locks without a lockpick. Oh, right, I can pick my nose. Yes, you can die by picking your nose, unless your lockpicking is 40 or above, in which case it will succeed.
This has got to be like the most famous one. Or
yeah.
Infamous, I guess.
Also, if you try to pick random doors within town, then eventually the sheriff will overhear you and get you. But now that we've done that, let's actually start breaking into a couple of houses here. So unfortunately, this is one of the rooms that is bugged so that you can't reach all the deaths. If you try to pick the safe too many times, you're supposed to get a death that says something about power gaming, and this death does work correctly in the VGA version as well as the Japanese version, but it doesn't work in this version. And the reason for that is because part of the script was split out into a different script file, but now the local variables are not working correctly because they're in different files. So, oops. ScumVM fixes it.
I also love the Thievery exclusive death jingle here.
Yeah, it's also a lot shorter, but most of the deaths you can't get there. And you know what? Do not pick on the cat here because he will pick on you. Also, don't sneak up these stairs. LOL, kitty.
Hey, whoa. Is this the first lolcat?
Yeah, there was an LOL kitty in this game. I think I can sleep on the streets and just not worry, but I'm just gonna go sleep in the inn because I think there was something about my gold or something that I don't remember. But I don't have the ability to climb, so I'm just going to sleep at the barracks, have time pass instantly tonight outside the inn, and then we're going to go to the graveyard, which is haunted at night. Dang it, Ken. Also, the graveyard jingle is like 1 second faster than the default jingle, so it's fastest to try to go to sleep here.
Still speedrun, folks. You gotta stay optimal.
And then I never did get the gem that will allow me to get into Baba Yaga's place, but instead on version 1.0 it is possible to clip right through the fence. So, Hut of Brown, now sit down. Dang it. Forget it. Okay. Oh, oops.
Alright, now what? Oh.
I don't know. That one didn't sit well with me. So, unfortunately, we are now at one of the longest points of the run, which is going to be the Baba Yaga cutscene. And I did keep a separate safety save prior to doing all of this because of some reasons. So, this cutscene is the longest part of an EGA 100% speedrun. You can usually expect to listen to her prattle on for about 5 minutes, and given that any given that the 100% record is somewhere around 18 minutes, you can see that it's a pretty significant portion of the run, but there's somewhere around 5 deaths hidden behind this. So the way it's going to go is that she's going to ask you a series of 3 questions, and you must say yes to all 3 of them. As soon as you say no to any one of them, you will die. Oh yeah, and I'm a frog. Lemming, are you hungry?
Yeah, what'd you have in mind?
Would you be up for some frog legs?
Oh, sure.
Do you have a name?
Oh man, you gotta have me push my French on the spot here. Maybe some frog leg. Oh, come on, Baba Yaga, timing. Oh no, she's there we go.
Yeah. Maybe I should have been polite and said yes to, like, actually answering my name. What is my name? I don't know, I have a name.
It's Croak, it says right there.
Oh, my mistake. Yeah. Only good hero is a dead hero, I always say. Okay, next question. Are you brave? Lemming, are you brave?
Oh, I don't know. Let me think about it for a second here.
It's just as well. I'd lose my dinner if you were brave.
Okay, turns out fear is the mind killer and also the frog killer. Got it.
That's right, fear is the frog killer. Okay. Say yes to the question. I have to be careful here. She only gives like a couple of seconds to answer. If I don't say yes very quickly and if I'm not paying attention, then I'm probably going to die.
That's the worst part about these 5 minutes is you have to be like on the ball the entire time.
Yeah, you can't step away and just make a sandwich. You have to be here. Safety save.
Unrelated, I've always really appreciated Baba Yaga's skull quilt over there in the right corner.
Yeah, I kind of appreciate what good taste her kids have. Bats and Scarlet.
Hey.
Oh wait, yes, I will say yes. Anything but frog legs. Fricassee? Is that how it's pronounced?
That's right.
Yeah. So this whole thing is going to. I got a yes in chat. Maybe I should learn fricassee.
Say. You know, Runner Chat even had a Monte Cristo sandwich in there, and I couldn't even figure out what that was. Just woefully unequipped for all the French frog jokes here.
Right. Well, if you were paying attention to Baba Yaga's dialogue, then you'll notice that she put a curse on me to get her the mandrake root before dawn, or else I will die. Ouch. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Well, you know what? I'm gonna sleep until dawn.
Yeah, call her bluff. I mean, what could she possibly do this far away?
Curse me? Oh. Alright, well, that didn't work, so instead, you know, maybe she's reasonable. Maybe I can just go back in there and convince her that she doesn't really need me to go to the graveyard and get a mandrake root. I mean, surely she can be reasonable, right?
There's gotta be some kind of substitute.
Yeah, do you take mandrake substitute? Oh, wait. I'm beginning to think that maybe I'm not going to like the answer to that question.
Anytime, Babs.
Yum yum, froggy frap. Find at your local Starbucks.
No joke, though, I would absolutely order a Froggy Frappe if they put that on the secret menu.
Yeah, just to see what it's like. And you can answer yes or no to this question. VGA will always answer yes, but you get this same bit of dialogue either way. Yes just takes longer, and then you get the same death message either way. So it's faster to just say no here. Pumpkin spiced Froggy Frap. That's some good taste there. Okay, but I had a separate safety save before we dealt with all this stuff, and we're gonna go talk to the fairies now, and I don't feel like dancing. Oh, I guess I don't have a choice.
At least it was a good dance before you went out.
I never danced so hard in my entire life, which is now over. Okay, let's try that again and just actually dance for them. Thankfully, this is a lot faster than it is in VGA. The dance in VGA is very... Okay, I don't have any potions. Good. That means I have an empty flask for this fairy dust. Also, I'm going to ask them something boring. That way they will not follow me onto the next screen. And yeah, let's do a little bit of quick combat here just to drain my stats a bit. I'm largely looking to bring my health down and my stamina as much as possible, and that's because I'm going to do one of the few deaths where it's possible to overwork yourself. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the stamina drain code is actually fairly bugged. You're supposed to be able to do this in most places, but if the difficulty of the thing that you're actually doing is below 40 or so, then you will never drain health by actually exerting your stamina. But that's one of the few places that is difficult enough for that to actually work. Since I have now actually talked to the fairies, gotten the fairy dust... That's scary. And my health is still low, which is actually pretty nice. I just did a little bit of juking to get past the random encounter there. You gotta go ahead and give her all this stuff to get the Dispel Potion, because there is a death hidden behind the Dispel Potion. As much as I would like to skip the Dispel Potion, and we do skip Dispel Potion in any percent, unfortunately, I do in fact need it. Walk. Right, the open spell will unlock this, but I do need to be strong enough, about 40 strength, use the hide and go seek password, and unfortunately Fred the troll here does not have any unique deaths to him. I did find one in the code, except that it's in a script that is never called by anything, so unfortunately you just cannot get a unique death by Fred. I need to go ahead and rest here. Resting at any point in the fortress will get you a death message of some sort. Okay, well, why don't we try ringing the bell? Surely they're reasonable.
It worked.
Oh. Alright, we're gonna be going up through the Brigand Fortress, and there are a lot of deaths in this fortress. So many that, let's see, first things first, let's go ahead and run and turn on High Speed Hero. One on the carpet here.
I love how at this point in the game, it's actually starting to judge you for dying this way.
Yeah, like, hey, you know, you should know better. But for some reason, you can actually slip onto these rugs from above, and it'll get you a different message, which I didn't find out about until very recently. And
that's terrible history.
That's a pretty awful one.
It's pretty rancid. No wonder it's hidden.
Also, I like this version of the Porcupine Death over the VGA version.
Here's the twist ending. You yourself are the porcupine.
Those diving lessons were a complete waste. They're not even taking these death messages seriously. It's like, that's a 3. This death's a 3. So, tripping over that rope wakes up the brigands, and they will shoot at you, and you'll get this "you knew this job was dangerous" message. The ambush also has brigands that will shoot at you with bow and arrow, but the death message there is the same as the one in here, so you don't have to actually go to the brigand ambush. There's also multiple places I could have fallen to my death in the flying falls, but you know, details. Now that's every death for this room. Now we go into this room where there's a lot of ways that you can just die. You go left.
Not gonna talk about the Antwerp in the room, huh?
What Antwerp?
I guess it's gone now.
Oh, oops, I forgot to close that door. Okay. But this is one of the more generous rooms because almost every single death in here is going to give you some sort of hint as to what you're supposed to be doing. So go ahead and block that door with the chair. The VGA version requires those brigands in bottom to go away before you block the door, but you can just shortcut it in the EGA version. Yeah, the VGA version has some unique deaths as well. Okay, maybe I'll see the light. Well, I do see the light. Well, and then they're gonna go back around. Oh, that didn't stop him. It only stopped him for a little bit. Elevate my thoughts to a higher plane. Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and do that next. Let's get up on this table. Hop up. Oh, wait. I should have waited until they were out of reach. This room is very particular.
It knows what it's doing. Gotta pad out that game time.
Gotta make sure that this game was worth however much it cost at the store. Yay, I got... Oh.
No.
I should have left this room when I had a chance. Okay, I was too slow. Okay, let's get in here then. And, oh, look, it's me. Well, goodbye, me. Fall down once. Let's go ahead and try to nap in here. The death message is different. Yeah, this is the pits. I need to actually double check my health. 3. Okay. So I can take one more fall. Yeah, pits in a Sierra game. Who would have thought? Mad as heck, I just won't take it anymore. Can't take it anymore. Okay, let's have one more fall here so that I'm on minimal health. Go ahead and pull through here. Yes, I know it's possible to just walk over the pits. I'm not very practiced at that. Oh. You know, that's 2 flat door jokes that they put in this game.
I never thought about that before. They really love their door humor.
Okay, well, let's just get ourselves in here. I'll go ahead and safety save here. And it's possible to unlock your movement by casting the open spell and then going ahead and doing stuff. And I'm just grabbing this mirror so that I can not have to do that later. Oh, whoops, I forgot something. Right, she's enchanted. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do something about that. Throw the Dispel Potion on her. Good, now she's not enchanted anymore. Now she was actually the princess the whole time. But if I try to grab a treasure in here before I leave, well, they're gonna grab me before I leave. Some folks just don't know when to leave. Grabbing the mirror means when I exit this cave, I will not get an instant end of game when I leave. But I can try to return to the Brigand Fortress, and oops! They expected me to try for some of the treasure. So that's actually almost every single death except for one. Since I now have the magic mirror, Baba Yaga is no longer going to try to curse me to get the Mandrake root once I visit her. She's instead just going to go straight to her final conversation. Hold on. It's possible for me to clip through this. There we go. Hut of Brown, now sit down. Come on, game. You know this works. And yeah, she will skip straight to her final conversation, and I'm supposed to be using a mirror to reflect the spell back at her. But whoops, I forgot to type in the command. And time's gonna be on this death jingle here because this is my last death.
Did it?
Before you confront someone who is obviously more powerful than you are, give yourself a chance to reflect. And that is it. That is all the unique game over messages for version 1.0 on DOSBox. Lemming, any final words?
Well, you know, you've always had good taste in runs, and this was clearly one of them.
Yeah, but I can't believe I killed the run on the final input.
Yeah, you know, we've all choked before.
No, I'm pretty sure choking is some other Sierra game, although I can't think which one choking happens in. But anyways, that was me. I'm davidtki. And thank you so much for having me. I'm just going to toss it right back to Kat.